Tony, come on back. In terms of the information, we're still debating the question, did Jesus rise from the dead? If the disciples saw something, what do you think? With the evidence that they gave, were they lying?
Oh, good heavens, no, because lying involves intention.
So they didn't intend to lie.
Well, to lie, you intend to say something which is false.
Do you think the guys didn't intend to, but gave different information than what they really meant?
Well, Tony's mentioned a very key point here. What I indicated earlier was the key list for me on that list of 12, is that the disciples had experiences which they believed, not lied, but they believed they'd seen the risen Jesus. The crux of this discussion, I think the closest we will get to an answer, is the question, what did they see? The disciples claimed it was something visual. Now, Tony's view, hallucinations in two different kinds, also claim something visual, but something visual for which there is no external referent. I think you have a problem here, because if Paul is not a victim of conversion disorder, and if the disciples are not good candidates for hallucinations, and yet we admit the disciples thought they saw something, you're running out of possibilities.
What do you think, Tony?
It may be that we are here confronted with something of which we have no other experience, because I find, perhaps here one has to raise the question, in considering any alleged miracle, what it is rational for you to do depends on what your prior beliefs were. For a person like myself, confronted with an apparently miracle, the rational thing is to think that there must be some mistake here. Though I could be persuaded that a miracle occurred, it would need something really very spectacular. But, of course, for people in Jerusalem, who were virtually all believing Jews of some sort, either Sadducee or Pharisee or not, the question of what it is rational to believe is entirely different, because they all were committed to the idea that a Messiah was going to come and that the Messiah would work miracles and so on. So I think you could argue that it was entirely rational for all these people to believe this is so, and of course for Christian believers now it may be rational to take this as a miraculous
All right, we're going to
thing,
follow up more.
whereas it isn't for me.
We've got about 30 seconds. One final statement.
So if I heard you right, Christians at least are rational in believing the resurrection.
I think that could be said, yes.
I think that's incredible, and a credible mission, but an honest admission from an honest man, because Tony's a very honest person. I've always found him to be that way. But I think that's great evidence, because if we're rational, then that means we've got reasons for it. Maybe we'll find out why Tony...
You've got to have reasons for your belief in God, of course.
Yes, well, reasons for belief in God, too. I'd like to find out why he doesn't think those reasons are good for him.